off the matins. I will take...
Lock up Grektar! The Vane cannot lose the last crew tops! Rotten failures!
Devotion. The enemy's schemes. It shall be done. Torn asunder. Without hesitation. With fervor. For I am his vanquishing hand. Faith drives me. Hesitation. Do his bidding.
Soft skin. Lurk Rectar into the pen. Anger him and run, but do
Shield your minds! The veil is torn asunder! Shield your minds! Without fear. It shall be done. asunder. Drives me with fervor. Upon that foe! heresy ends here! Back in his service. Faith drives me. The war brings damnation! I have suffered for him before. Flesh may waver, but never my faith. Without hesitation. am his wrath made flesh! In the minds! The Inquisition condemns you. Heresy ends here! It shall be done.
past the boundaries of the roost. Lower your weapon, or I will strip your soft skin, and my blood will devour your flesh. Stay where you are, Oatvaka. You.
Fascinating. An aggressive Xenos species operating in the lower hive sectors. How did they go unnoticed for so long?
Take my brother's words as you would a storm. Today.
Brother, has a Gothlak claimed your...
You propose a pact.
I say, even...
The vein.
Led by his will.
First the battle with Lodi. Then those of my blood went mad. And now another outsider is sniffing around. Did you also drag the inedible into the roost? I should cast you both out. But you helped in battle. So I will make an exception. For you. Not for the creature. The outsider lingered around the inedible. Tried to speak. The flesh of the outsider is forbidden to the tick vein. But the inedible is no longer part of the vein. And there is little suitable flesh in the swamp. It is hungry. Why should I speak? You are a stranger, Oatvaka. Your presence promises nothing good for the vein. You were saving your own skin, Oatvaka. Will you claim otherwise? What could an Oatvaka do for the vein that those of my blood could not? Find and bring me another big-headed Oatvaka like this one for the ritual. He will become a worthy opponent for the awakened one. This way, you will serve the vein. Will you do it? For the awakened one. A worthy opponent in the ritual will awaken the slumbering root. A good fight will help him remember. A great warrior. None whose strands descend from heroes of the past. From the day he came to be, my brother and I knew. We sensed it. His is the blood of an ancient root. He is an offshoot of the Great Ones. We have been preparing him for awakening. All that is left now is to help him remember. He will decide who is right, my brother or I. He will determine which branch the vein will follow. We will continue hunting in these grounds, even if madness overcomes some of my blood. The rest, the strongest, will adapt. It is a sacrifice necessary for the Vane's survival. Whether you do it or not, decide for yourself. I do not expect much from you. When the howl of the metal beast fell silent on the far shore, the outsider who dealt with my brother gave the Vane a fine suggestion. Many strong soft skins of Lonai had arrived in that place. I sent the kin band to hunt, to claim their flesh. The kin band raged and at last showed Lonai our strength. A shame I was not with them that day. The leader of the Softskins. The Oatvaka shaper of the Vane. Baron. A strange name. I gave him another. One more fitting to his form. His warriors were the apex predators of these lands. Until the Tick Vane. Lonai should swallow his rotten tongue. We did not approach his roost and only hunted on the outskirts. That was our pact. His warriors had stepped beyond their lands. That means they had become prey. The Tick Vane are hunters, not scavengers. We do not eat softskins who dig in the mud. The hunters said there was no one except Lonai's warriors in the camp. They were enough for us. Finally. Why should I speak? You are a stranger, Oatvaka. Your presence promises nothing good for the Vane. The Iron Tree. That place is forbidden. We lost those of my blood who hunted nearby. We barely returned their flesh to the roost. Saved the strands. I forbade the hunters to approach it. Weirtic supported me in this. Why should I? At any moment, the great water might cover the roost. You are lucky. You have come while it slumbers. Do not drag it out. Do not steal time from the vein. Or we will all be swept away with the roost. Like last time.
Ever watchful.
A whole swarm of soft skins is wandering through the roost. What is that pack doing here? That cunning soft skin who spoke with the Flesh Shaper must have brought them. If it is a fight they want.
No fighting! This pack has helped us, and the cunning Ottfucker fled after the slaughter with lone-eyed warriors on the far shore and never returned. Perhaps the swamp has taken him.
Unfortunate. The Flesh Shaper needed him for trade.
The Vein has no need for weak allies. If the cunning one could not survive, he was not so cunning after all.
I am the harbinger of his light.
Raise your head, Chinook. In this dark hour, you give the Vein hope. What do you remember?
Flesh and bones crack in the beak. Poison winds swirl in the quills. Who am I?
Your memory is still weak. It is normal. Go, help it unfurl. Fight, shoot, eat. It should help.
Eat? Yes, I want to eat. The whirlwinds of stars tormented me for too long. I need to put meat on my bones before the battle.
Give a coward boundless munitions, and they will still perish. Give the faithful a rock, and they will prevail.
The water
Ready to do his
memory
bidding.
is for the I've come to trade knowledge, soft skin. Let us speak, but not for long. No one knows when the great water will strike the Vein again. I see it already creeping toward our hunting grounds. Last time, we fled into this roost. Now, there is nowhere left to run. The stench of the inedible. In the roost. You are foolish to consort with that creature. It is carrion, cast out by the Vein. Spoiled flesh that will rot in the earth after death. Its strands will never again become part of the Vein. I sense the strands within the flesh our hunters bring back. I decide what those of my blood must consume to develop their potential, and what must be left to rot. You have seen with your own eyes the madness that tears at the vein. The wisdom of the roots surfaces in my mind as lessons from those who came before. My instincts cry out to me. The vein must be cautious. We came to this wretched land, consumed the strands of your kind in hopes of gaining strength. But we found only rage and frenzy. Though my brother Croak is stubborn, we must leave for another place, a better one. He is a warrior. It is hard for him to understand the voice of the roots. We arrived in these hunting grounds recently, during the last migration. Before that, we wandered through the tunnels of the Otvaka Roost for a long time. Those of my blood grew weak from lack of food. Weakness bred fear. Fear bred desperation. When we emerged into these lands, those of my blood fell upon the fresh flesh of the softskins who lived in the swamp. Then on the others. Further, in houses of stone and steel. But we were weak. Under Loneye's leadership, the softskins drove us back into the marshes. And so we began eating the dwellers of the rotten sea, whose flesh is foul. The vein lives only as long as it feeds on good flesh. We need strong strands, or the vein faces oblivion. We will lose our adaptability, ossify, and join the ranks of beasts that know neither reason nor growth. This fate is worse than death in battle. Croatic believes that only this awaits us in the tunnels. The creature broke the covenants of the roots, and my covenants. It lived alone in the swamps. Softskins should not have gone to its camp, should not have had dealings with it. It was dangerous. The inedible did not follow the vein's laws and was cast out. It survived alone for a long time. Such hunting is difficult. It was hungry and could have devoured anyone. Any soft-bodied one would have been a desirable prey. Because pruning the vein's rotten offshoots is my burden. The creature will not return to the roost. To us, it is the past. Good. I know the awakened one is the best among us. The one in whom the strands of the roots grow. The strongest, the most useful. Chinook, a young hunter, carries the fine strands of an ancient hero. If the ritual is completed, the awakened one will judge between me and my brother. When you tell me you are ready to leave the tick roost, Softskin, forever, until then, those of my blood have time to mend their wounds, to prepare. No, Softskin. I I cannot allow outsiders to witness the birth of a great root. The Vayne would not understand. You would not understand. Softskins, frail-bodied, like your pack. Humans, yes. You came with questions, Softskin. You got your answers. Now help the Tick Vayne. Then I will share new answers to new questions. When Lone Eye's pack forced us to retreat to the shore of the Dread Sea, the first great water came. It washed away the roost. The Vayne had to flee again. That is how we found this place. But at the border of this hunting ground, the Iron Tree awaited us. It seemed dead and withered. I sensed the kin band to gather the flesh hanging from its branches. And the hunters perished in its treacherous traps of metal roots. My brother and I decided never to approach the tree again. And so we left it to sleep. But what is the Vayne to do now? On one side, the great water creeps slowly toward the roost. On another, Lone Eye's Outwalker lurk, waiting. On the third, the Iron Tree stands, a path only the finest hunters can traverse. The Vayne is caught in a trap that is about to snap shut. You are no ordinary Outwalker. You smell of strength and cunning. I sense it in your strands. Convince the Iron Tree to spare the Tick Vayne, and we may trade new knowledge. Or leave forever, and I will proceed with the ritual. A fair exchange. Think. Choose.
No hesitation.
Identifying anomalies in... Conducting analysis to identify visual similarities. Identifying anomalies in visual representations. Any Identifying anomalies in visual representations. Any deviations from the norm will be made apparent.
Failure is not permitted. Following in his
I will
way.
find your strands, absorb them, return to myself. Where are you, Ukata? The inedible cannot remain in the roost, Otbaka. But with you, Skrat wishes to trade. Skrat! He needs help. Flesh Shaper Uetic says they of my blood have succumbed to madness. Now the flesh of Otbaka is forbidden. Consuming it would defile the roots. But once the awakened one remembers his past self, he will help the vein. I am Skrat. Skrat has lost his mate. Skrat's mate has vanished. She did not return from reconnaissance. If you know, if you find Ukata and tell me, Skrat will trade. You like weapons, Opvaka. You reek of death. Skrat will give for the hunt. Ukata went with Kroak. Skin band on reconnaissance. None returned. None but Kroak. Kroak said the swamp took them all. Skrat was not mistaken about you, Opvaka. Okata wore a bone amulet shaped like a hook on her chest. That is how you will know her. Skrat knows an Otfucker by that name was in the roost. Uertik forbade eating the outsider, calling him an honored Otfucker. But the outsider left the roost after the battle with Lone Eye's Vein. Skrat heard no more of him. The swamps are a perilous place. Yes, she never took it off. You have kept your word, Otfucker, and so will Skrat. Take this for good hunting. Skrat must find her. Must preserve her strands.
I am the harbinger of his life.
wish to speak with such a poor hunter as...
Led by his will.
Repeated presence of an Inquisition servant. Initiating layperson the agreement. Communicate.
Identifying anomalies in visual representations. Conducting analysis to identify visual similarities.
and guides me.
Softskin wants to speak again. Have you decided to help the Vane with the tree? No? Yes? Do not think too long. The Vane cannot wait forever. You ask too many questions, Softskin. We made an agreement. I will answer when you aid the Vane with the Iron Tree. No. The hunters went to take from Lonai what does not belong to him. They fought. If you want to know more, ask my brother. He commands the Kinban. The water has risen. There is less land, more fighting. We survive. You must understand, Softskin. You ask too many questions, Softskin. We made an agreement. I will answer when you aid the Vane with the Iron Tree. Why do you carry the flesh of those of my blood? This is wrong. Their strands belong to the Vane. Return them, now! The Vane has accepted you, Softskin. Ask, but do not test my patience. The loss of those of my blood is a tragedy for the Vane. We absorb the fallen strands so they may take root in others, strengthening us. No Kroot would abandon a brother's flesh. It seems the warriors' deaths were the work of Lonai's outfucker. The scent has almost faded, but the flesh still reeks of their strands, sour and vile. Are tainted with madness, like those who attacked us in the roost. But I feel no strength in the flesh, only rage. Advised us to eat Lonai's warriors. I sensed no power in their flesh either. Those of my blood who consumed them grew stronger, but I did not understand why. Worry took root within me, but I smothered it for the Vane's survival. Perhaps I was wrong. I have said enough. Now give what was promised. Withered flesh must return to the Vane, to be destroyed. The strands of the fallen are tainted by madness. They are forbidden. Speak of your discovery to no one. Do not disturb those of my blood. The roost is restless enough as it is. The Softskin respects the Vane's customs. The Vane will remember. Have you tainted? Have you aided the Vane? Walk up. Have you tainted? Walk up. I've come to... Have you tainted? This is good news. A welcome change. You have helped protect the vein from yet another danger, Softskin. I will remember this. Take it. A gift. A sign of my favor towards you. Yes, such a Softskin was here. Polite, intelligent. You remind me of him. He inquired about our traditions, aided the vein greatly, pointed out good hunting grounds. For that, I gave him the title of Honored Otvaka, and all would have been well if he had not frequented the Inedible's camps so often. Each time, he returned smelling of the exile's strands. So that is the way the leaves have fallen. Oh. A shame. The honored Otvaka was a fine warrior. He knew much, respected the vein. The swamp, the vapors, one of the maddened, it could have been anything. The inedible lurked near the roost. It too was dangerous. It did not follow the covenants. The creature broke the covenants of the roots. Good. Several fallen leaves ago, in the roost, after our kinban's hunt on Lone Ice men near the dug-up caves, he appeared suddenly, gathered his belongings, and left quickly. No, he asked many questions about the inedible, the kinband, the swamps. Not all of my blood are keen on speaking with outsiders, but this one was respectful. We spoke of a new pact, a contract, mercenary work. The discussion was not finished. Not now, Softskin. The vein is at a crossroads. We must choose the right branch for our development. After that, perhaps we will speak of cooperation and the cost. This is, but it reeks almost like the softskins of Lonai. Likely belonged to one of the Otvaka the vein hunted. Sour, foul, squalid. That is how they smell when they fight. When we kill them, and they kill us. The tick vein is ready for the ritual. Soon, the roots will reveal themselves in the awakened one. Walk up. come to trade the tick. You are an outsider. You came to the roost. My word is harder than metal, but fuck. Within each... Walk upon soft... My word is an exchange of thoughts. Very well. Walk up.
Ready! It shall be done.
Softskin, I hear truth in your words, and concern. But the Vane faces a difficult time. Allies, yes, we need allies. So I will grant you a chance. I will allow you to witness the awakening of the root. Thus, I have spoken. Only your pack. The inedible must leave. Be gone. Cunning soft skin. Very well. Let it watch. But now the inedible is part of your pack, and you will answer to the Vane if anything goes awry. Come with me, Hunt Brother. I will show you the place prepared for you. Roots of the Vane, the flesh of Ortvaka who dwell in this place defiles the legacy of the roots. It leads us down the branch of madness. I say, the Vane must seek new hunting grounds before our strands fray.
I say otherwise. Is madness claiming the weak? Leaves will fall, and the strands of our remnants will master this rage. That is how the Vane will survive.
Awaken. To help. To answer.
Ortvaka. Has my brother allowed you into our circle? Oh, yet another mistake. Oh. I will not offend the roots by interrupting the ritual just to throw you out. So stay where you are. Watch. Do not meddle. The Awakened One needs no one's help. He will pass the test. must.
Roots of the vein. I say, to awaken, the fledgling must call to the roots. He must witness his past, battle his prey, and taste the prey's flesh. The water of memory will help him to relive. The water will unlock the gate of Chinook's memory. Remember, fledgling, awaken your roots.
Only a tree that drinks of healthy sustenance sheds its leaves. Only worthy warriors feast.
The roots favor us. The wind carries the first shaper's words as before.
Words are dust beneath a warrior's feet. When the Vein first arrived on this world, a devious foe attacked the roost. Our predecessors destroyed the enemy, and you, fledgling, must hunt as they did. We have found fitting opponents for you. Once you absorb their strands, you will be one step closer to awakening. The Flesh Shaper wants you to defeat one of your blood. One whose strand has been nurtured over years of brave hunting. But I say this. Slay the Oathfucker who threatened the roost. His strands are mighty. That is how you will repeat the fate of our roots. You insult the Vein with your words, Oathfucker! That creature is inedible. Forget its existence.
I permitted the inedible to watch only because it belongs to your pack. The awakened one will not fight that which the tree's crown has rejected.
Shapers. Now I know who is to become my cube.
Will taste the meat of his fallen foe. Thus will the root inside him awaken. This is the way the leaves fall.
What are you planning, Oatvaka?
Through the rustling of the leaves and the singing of the roots, I, Crowbreck, have found the roost once more.
You are back with us, Crowbreck. All this time you slumbered with your eyes open. Today, we need your wisdom, your instincts. Today, you will decide which branch the tick vein must follow.
Look around you. The vein is withering because of a pact made with your kind. What would you know about the madness of those of our blood that the Shapers do not?
Root of the tick vein. I can sense the leaves rotting at our roots. This rot will not enrich the soil, nor will it let new growth arise. This rot will envelop the roots until decay swallows them. The soft skin has words to say to us. Let him speak.
If the soft skin thinks that the bloodshed in the roost was the War Shaper's fault, then I will listen, as does a Shaper listen to the whispers of the tree's crown. The vein must know if there is truth to this whisper.
What are you implying, Oatvaka? That my kin band is weak? Is that what you want to hear? Yes. Some of them are weak. And for that, they pay with their lives. That hunt was a failure. And the swamp devoured the weaklings' bodies. Warriors die every day. Killed by soft skins, or hunger, or the swamp. It is the way the leaves fall, Oatvaka. It is the way the vein lives. What is this? All I see is a shapeless blur.
Kata! Skrat gave it. Before the hunt. Kroaktik did not bring it back. The soft skin helped to find it.
The soft skin has said enough words. Now I see. Kroaktik knew about our warriors' encroaching madness, but he chose to hide the truth. He allowed this menace to sprout in the roost. He put the vein in danger.
Kroak, you said to me Ukata and Grak were weak. And so they died fighting Lone Eye's pack, and the swamp took their bodies. You lied to me, brother. Why?
Your doubts are the Vane's weakness, Uirtik. You fear stagnation and bad strands. You are afraid you might guide the vein along a branch that has no future. But you do not see the truth. The Tick vein is on the verge of withering. To give our blood a chance, I made a decision that you could never make. I let our rage weed out the weak. The strong would adapt.
Softskin, is there more you wish to say to the vein?
I have considered the Shaper's words. I have weighed them and reflected on the past. And I have decided that a new time has come for the vein. Change is what makes those of our blood fight, improve, and adapt. It is for the sake of change that we consume other species. And I, Crowbreck, will not rest until we have everything in plenty. The vein needs new strands. It needs allies who would make it stronger. And I say this before the vein and the roots. So it will be.
So it will be.
The root has spoken.
Leaves fall with the change of seasons, and our season is coming to an end. For helping those of my blood and showing respect to our roots, I give you this, part of our legacy. May your pack feed on your enemies.
Now, the great Crowbreck has shown them the trail. The vein will live on to put forth new strands and grow stronger, wherever the trail may lead. May my blood feed on all who would stand in their way. My voice was banished with me. My name was forbidden, repulsive to all who were of my blood. And since the vein was never to speak the name of its exiled sister again, her voice died too. But Crowbreck has chosen a new branch. The vein strands will change, and those whom I called my blood are now strangers to me. There is no point in honoring the words of those to whom I no longer belong, not even as one who is inedible.
Intriguing. Temporary aphasia caused by a cultural phenomenon rather than organic damage.
My name sound again. My name is Ra'akati. White discuss a trail that has already been walked. It is behind you now. Oh, the ritual of awakening is complete. Both you and I, we should leave the vein now, for it has set out along a new branch. Oh, the ritual is complete. The vein stirs. Outsiders are no longer welcome in the roost.
Ever watchful.
I was blind, and instead of the path, I saw a dead end. With the coming of the awakened one, everything has fallen. Place, yes.
The vein will live. A different way. A better way.
Hunter, tell me, what will you do now? The duty to the vein is clear to me. Who is this Emperor you speak of? The ancestor of the Otvaka? Wow, I have much to learn. You are many things, Otvaka. You are a soft skin. You are, like me, a hunter. You call us outsiders, but to me, you are an outsider too. You came from nowhere and decided the fate of the vein. Now, you leave. I want to leave with you.
Have anything to report? I have no time for idle exchanges. One less problem. It is hard to imagine what might have happened had the Faisaline fallen into the wrong hands. My mission has had enough complications already. And you've finished faster than the agent I sent. Such zeal warrants a reward. Report, Acolyte. That coincides with my own theory. The workers must have disappeared before the raid, or else they would not have let the looters anywhere near the camp. Apparently, the Baron considers his little gang a force the Inquisition should reckon with. Of course, I did not think for a second that he could be involved in the disappearance of my expedition. In the theft, absolutely. But that he would openly confront an armed unit? Very well, keep looking. What do you wish to know? I'm listening. If it helps you to complete your assignment, that is a shame. Do you already know who killed him? Then we can talk after I see your report. Anything to Yes, Scraig was killed by a Kroot. Not entirely unexpected. His ambitions made him reckless. Do you have anything to add, Acolyte? Pity, but I do not see any other option either. The clan is too unpredictable. That finally settles the matter of Scraig. As for you, carry on in the search I tasked you with, Acolyte. You do remember why you were here, don't you? What do you wish to know? I'm listening.
No hesitation. harbinger of his life.
Scrat smells blood. Ah! Her blood! Okata! How could you? Ah! Why? Scrat will keep your strands. They will return in my fledglings. Blood burns, bone cracks. Did you kill her? The blood burned. Scrat could not resist. Did not want to. Okata's flesh ignited fire within. But why? Scrat does not understand. It smells of Okata, and it does not smell of her. Strange. Like withered softskins. But there are no softskin corpses nearby. Scrat does not understand. Wait! Scrat did not mean to! It was all...
Ever watchful.
Instead of the path I saw.
hesitation. Serving the Inquisition. Offer you aid.
Brothers and sisters, today we hail the ascension of a new righteous soul. We all have seen the resilience of our sister's spirit, the measure of her resolve. Through her deeds, unafraid to go against her father's will, she cleansed herself and earned true grace. Are you ready, child?
Yes, Confessor! I long for it!
So be it. God Emperor all-powerful. Embrace this faithful soul. of the God Emperor's blessed contempt. I have passed through the fires of Silenza Sectoris and witnessed the truth. His angels came in the night and shone the God Emperor's wrath upon countless lost souls. Cries of anguish and moans of suffering came from every vox, and in their sound the truth was revealed to me. I survived only by his will, and only by his blessing do I stand here before you, brothers and sisters. It was his will that I would return to you. It was his words that helped me get through to your hearts. It was he who allowed us to reach this place and sanctify it with prayers and sacrifice. And we all have seen that he favors us. He sends us visions and brings new faces into our fold, but that is not enough. Just Maris Autumn. We will go farther, my flock. Higher and ever farther!
pardons. You are so steeped in your fallacies that you cannot see the light of his truths shining right in your eyes. Flock, awaken the sacred machine! Let the litany sound! Let us cleanse this wretched soul!
Shall be done. By his will. Forgive my weakness. Not rely on armor alone. Spare me this pain.